Hi, hello. Today we will be talking about James Talerico and why I think that he is possibly one of the best, how do you say it, candidates we have in the Senate race right now. For one, he means business, folks. He is not, how do I say it, he's not one of these, I'm a Republican. He's not one of these like, I'm a Republican. You need to listen to me. I want to tell you what to do with your body, with your mind, with your, all that. So anyway, what I was going to say is right now he's running against Ken Paxton. And right now he's running against Ken Paxton. Let me just tell you folks, Ken Paxton he's helped defend rapists. He has stolen taxpayer money, everything, and it's just awful. It's real awful, to know that this is what we have as the Republicans, as a choice. And another thing I wanted to point out, back to James Talerico. James Talerico, folks, he means business. He is out for the everyday man. He's only here to help you. He wants to make sure that, people have Medicaid and Medicare, that we have schools that are not being defunded. He also wants to make sure that we have schools that are not being defunded by the billionaires and set off to have for their own money, which, that's another thing. Like the Republicans, they talk a big talk, but all they've really shown is they're for the billionaires and the wealthy elite. I mean, most Americans, 90% are the everyday working folk. It's about time we get somebody in there who is for the everyday working folk, everyday working person. And another thing, I just wanted to let you know that, James Talerico, they spew lies and hate about him, like, he's a Christian or he's a non-binary. And Trump sounds like a freaking idiot to me when he makes fun of him, saying, I know he posted, he said that James Talerico, and he said this the other day, I believe in his correspondence dinner speech, Trump, that James Talerico looks like that boy. It's like a cartoon. Here's the picture right here. I don't even know the name of the character, but you guys probably do. But that's another thing. If being for the Republicans, to me the Republicans just sound like bullies. Like the bullies you would grow up seeing in the schoolyard who would pick on the small shy kid. That's what the Republicans honestly remind me of, and I'm fed up with it. It is about time we elect somebody who means business. James, I saw another thing, another thing, I saw how they were making fun of James Talerico on Fox News, Jesse Waters in particular, saying that he thinks he's, like he's not man enough. Like, what is this? Like, grow up. That kind of trash is like, high school crap. Like, grow up. I cannot stand Republicans. I mean, that's your big game. That's your big game, really, to talk a big talk and not have anything wise to say or do. Now, grow up. I'm tired of it. And anyway, now back to James Talerico. James Talerico is for the everyday man. He wants to help make sure that schools are not being defunded. That's why a lot of schools are closing. They're being defunded for private schools and then to help the wealthy elite. Very, very awful. And another thing of James Talerico, he is not for the Republicans who just gerrymander maps and make sure that they're rigging the elections. That's what Trump and his stupid cronies are for. But yeah, back to James Talerico. So James Talerico, he makes, he's very, very good at what he does. He talks an everyday talk, and I'm very glad I don't know about you folks, but I am going to vote for James Talerico because I really think that he has what it takes to, just go all the way and really just do. He's not for these folks who lie and steal and cheat. No, like the Republicans, he means business. He's actually a former teacher. So James Talerico knows what it is to be one of us. So this is all the more reason why I'm for James Talerico. And James Talerico, one of the things that he's real good at is speaking up, making sure that you understand it. I saw one of his speeches the other day where he said that he was getting like flack because I guess people were saying stuff about Jasmine Crockett, that she wasn't helping him enough. But I like what he said, that no, it is up to me to win this race. I got in it. I'm the one. She didn't win the primary, I did, which is good. Like, you know, I just, you know, I'm real happy to support him. And I will admit, I myself wanted Crockett to win, but at the same time, if we want to really win this, folks, and defeat the Republicans, we need to stop them, and we need to vote for James Talerico. And I say this because the other day I was reading an article, and it talked about how if James Talerico wants to win this, his biggest thing would probably be the black vote, you know, because probably 80% of the time Democrats have voted, about 80% of the time blacks have voted Democrat, you know, but, you know, probably like 20% or less, or 15% or less have voted Republican, but overall they voted Democrat. But they were just saying, they were talking to this lady in East Fort Worth that she owns her own business. I believe it's called Nana's Kitchen, and she was just saying that she knows folks that they might not even vote or choose not to vote because of how, you know, Crockett didn't win and James Talerico did end up winning the primary. And I get it, folks, I really do. I at first was pretty upset that Crockett didn't win. You know, I'm not even black, and I wanted her to win. I voted in the March 3rd primary, and I wanted, and I went to a elementary school to vote, but I wanted her to win. And I remember that night watching to see if she was gonna win, and I really wanted her to win. I was very, very bummed when she in fact ended up not winning, but I mean, what can you do? But folks, I wanted to say that I get that if he wants to win your vote as blacks, that you guys want him to. That lady from East Texas was saying she knows folks that will just outright skip voting because they felt that having Jasmine in there, they preferred her because she was a black person. Well, I get that. I'm not even black, and I wanted her to win, but in the end, folks, I can see wanting him to come to your community, reach out, see your concerns, but in the end, folks, we got to give him a chance. I mean, I also feel at the same time that we're not going to get anywhere if we fret over because we didn't get the exact, you know, candidate we wanted. He means business. He's for the everyday working person. He wants to help, you know, bring Trump down and the Republicans, because he wants to make a fairer path for immigration, because right now, let's face it, folks, ICE has been pissing me off since day one. Okay, so that's all I have for now, folks. I'll see you in the next one. You know, just to me, I'll do a part 2 of this video of James Talerico because I really want to expand more. This was just like a gist, but I really I'll be giving you even more reasons in the next video why you should vote for him. All right, have a good day, folks. Bye. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Have a good day, folks. Bye.